Hey everybody, this is Dead Winter Dead with another Battlefield 4 video for you. Today we're taking a look at some Rush on OP Locker. This is an afterthoughts video. Now I know I've been pushing Rush a lot lately, but it's a fun game mode, and it's a game mode I think everybody should invest a little bit of time in. Now, this is not as... I'm not sure how to put it, but DICE didn't really plan this out as well as they could have. BF4 and BF3 Rush has kind of been hit and miss. Some maps are good, some maps aren't. The best versions of Rush are obviously on Battlefield Bad Company 2. But since this is the current Battlefield game, this is what we have to work with. Now, my main kind of mantra about Rush is push, 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 be aggressive, be aggressive, be aggressive. But what I don't want you to take away from this is to push and just throw your tickets away needlessly. Obviously, the defenders have a infinite number of tickets, and you have a finite number of tickets, which means you can't just throw your lives away needlessly. But as you see here, on the second set of MCOMs, as soon as we are given the order to push, push, push from the computer, I pushed. And there was nobody here at the Alpha MCOM. Not a single person. So I plant the MCOM, put a Claymore down as my insurance policy, as you all know that I do that, and I sit in a tactical position to guard the MCOM. And this is an excellent spot to guard it from because a lot of people aren't going to... A lot of the defenders are going to rush right past you to disarm, and they're going to be concerned about what's going on in front of them, not what's going on potentially behind them, which in this case you are technically behind them. Now I thought my friendlies had armed the Bravo MCOM, but again, as you'll see here in a minute, just aggressive, aggressive, aggressive gameplay. And if you see how many of my friendlies are in front of me, we have a pretty good hold on this area. We've got a great hold on this area, so there's no reason why Bravo shouldn't be armed. It should be armed by now. In fact, it should be destroyed by now. So I take a quick peek around the corner just on the border of the out of bounds, throw some ammo down for my mates, plant a safeguard Claymore because I know they're going to try to back rage us on that side, because typically the enemy will try to do that. The side of the destroyed MCOM, they'll try to back rage. And if no one else is going to do it, I will go ahead and arm the Bravo MCOM. And look how many of my teammates on the minimap, look how many of us are actually in front of the MCOM, pushing towards the enemy lines. I'm not sure why no one thought to arm the Bravo MCOM, but whatever, I will take the free points. That's not to say that, you know, I'm some sort of super ninja player, better than everyone else, but hey, if they were going to arm it, I was going to do it. And arming an MCOM is, destroying an MCOM is 400 points. And I believe disarming an MCOM, if you're a defender, is also 400 points. So remember to, again, PTFO, play the fucking objective. The objectives here are the MCOMs, which means you have to either get on them and arm them, or get on them and disarm them, depending on which side of the fence you are playing. So we just broke through the second set of MCOMs, and we are pushing on towards the third set of MCOMs. This is a tough set right here because it involves what would typically be the Charlie flag on OP Locker Conquest Large. And as you all know, this is a meat grinder. This whole area is a meat grinder. So what I suggest to you, instead of trying to just throw yourself into the teeth of the machine here, push out to the snow lane. As you can see, I had spawn points. I had squad spawn points that I could spawn on the front line, but I spawned back at the uncap, and I'm going to push along the snow lane. Now watch what I do here. This is an excellent tunnel for defenders to swoop around and try to get a back rage on you. So I'm going to plant a Claymore there. If it doesn't kill the enemy, if it goes off, I will get one of those ghost hit markers, and I will know that an enemy player is trying to back rage us. Now, obviously, I go down here, but a quick res from a friendly puts me back on my feet, and I'm back in the fight. So remember, claymores are not only anti-personnel devices to kind of rack up free kills, but they are also early warning devices. You can plant them in areas that you can't necessarily cover yourself. And if they don't kill the enemy, they will at least explode, and you will get a ghost hit marker on your screen. And if you're paying attention, you will realize that, hey, someone just hit my MCOM and ran past it. So there's someone in that area right now. So remember to use it as sort of a, like I said, just an early warning system. That's an excellent use for that. Right here, I was able to rack up a couple of kills, but I just couldn't get on the MCOM, just couldn't do it. I wasn't going to go directly for it and try to just Rambo it. I tried to kind of clear out the area, but it just didn't work for me. But one of my friendlies was able to arm the Alpha MCOM, which surprisingly is the tougher of the MCOMs to arm. The one that's just below the tower on the, I guess, sort of the ground level. That's actually the tougher of the two to arm. The Bravo MCOM is a little bit easier to arm. So the Alpha MCOM goes down, and we are pushing on to the Bravo MCOM. Right here, I spawn on the center floor, and I'm a little bit confused as to where I am. I'm not quite sure where I'm at, as far as which direction I'm pointing. But I finally get my bearings, and I realize that the enemy is going to be coming through these hallways right here. Shoot some rounds downrange at a couple snipers that were trying to back rage us, and try to hold the tunnel. We've got a friendly who armed the Bravo MCOM, and all we have to do now is just sit and hold the top level and the underground level, and we will have this win, or at least on this set of MCOMs. Now the next set of MCOMs is a little bit trickier, because they involve what would normally be the Delta flag on Conquest Large. And the Delta flag is a little weird, because you've got the jail cells, and it's just all kinds of just crazy. You never know what's going to happen there. But right here, this is what you need to do on Rush. As you can see, I'm pushing that boundary. I'm right there by that boundary, pushing that edge. Give myself a quick reload. I know I had 155 rounds in the mag, but hey, 200 is better than 155. As soon as I get the new objective receive order, push. That is the way you play Rush. And as you can see right here, a couple of quick steps, and wow, I'm on the Bravo MCOM. Lo and behold, I'm arming another objective. That's because not just myself, but my squad mates here. I'm not going to take away from my squad mates, but my squad mates knew the key to victory on Rush is to push. Do not let the defenders dig in. Do not let them get a tactical advantage on you, whether it is, locking down long corridors, or getting the height advantage. Do not let the attackers dig in. They will destroy you every single time. And that seems to be the theme throughout Battlefield 4 Rush. It really does seem to kind of lean in the defender's favor. So you really have to be an aggressive attacker in order to be successful at Rush. Excuse me. Now, if you just saw there the scoreboard, the teams were even earlier. I believe it was a 14v14 match, and it's not a regulated server, so it doesn't actually try to kick people back and forth to different teams. So we had some people, and this happens all the time. You've got people who, at the beginning of a match, or once they see that a match is going south for their team, they try to bail onto the winning team, you know, just to get that win. And that's, I mean, it's kind of a bitch move, but, you know, whatever. Some guys like to just pad their stats, and they like to keep those that win-to-loss ratio, you know, decent. Right here, again, pushing the edge of the border. I got the new objective receive order, and I'm going to push, 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 push. Now, you'll notice I'm going to bypass the first MCOM because the defenders are going to run to the first MCOM. They're going to run to the edge of their defensive capabilities, which is the first MCOM. Usually they consider their rear MCOM safe because they have multiple friendlies at the alpha MCOM. Right here, this is just me just going for it. Again, push, 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 push. I see some bad guys. I throw some rounds down range. But you know what? Forget it. The MCOM's right here. I'm going to plant the MCOM. I'm going to plant it. I think at this point, this is, I'm not sure what it is. Maybe 4 or 5 MCOMs that I've planted. I might not have gotten the destroy on all of them. But if you plant an MCOM, that's a heap ton of points right there. So remember to plant, 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 plant. Don't throw away your tickets, you know, don't throw away your tickets needlessly, but if you can get the plant, get the plant. Right here, no one seems to be going after Bravo. So I'm going to clear out their back area, push up the stairwell, check the snow lane real quick. As you can see right there, I don't have anyone coming my way. I'm going to plant the Bravo MCOM because, you know what, I might as well. Extra 200 points right there. And I'm going to cover the stairwell that leads directly from their spawn. Take down a bad guy trying to disarm. And this game is essentially over. I mean, there's not really much else I can say. I mean, you push, push, push. That is the name of the game. If you want to be successful at Rush, you have to push. You have to keep the enemy on their heels. And this was a perfect example of that. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I had a great match. I think I got MVP. I'm not sure. Maybe the other team leader got that, but regardless, it was an excellent match. I got a bunch of arms, a bunch of destroys, and that's the way you play Rush. Now right here, as you can see, it's a little bit lopsided. What is it? 12. It was 12 to 16, 12 to 15. But sometimes you get people who like to flip-flop teams. Anyway, guys, my name's Dead Winter Dead. Thanks for watching.